Hey, going to check out the zero perch spot. Park at Edison Park. Over there, see the water's flowing and some spots over there. You know, between 7th Street and 2nd Street, and maybe head to San Gabriel River once again. I don't know. Well, we'll see what's going on. On a Meepo Mini 2. I was on a kayak last time I went over down there. Then I went this way and was playing a kayak all the way down there, but I snapped a jig, got a jig stuck. But if I would have went, it would have been dark already, you know. And some friend was fishing striper over there on the other side. Yeah, I came, I kayak from over there, so San Gabriel River to this part, and got my jig stuck, you know. So I canceled the plan of kayaking all the way down there, you know. Probably, I was trying to get all the way to the Seal Beach area. It would have been dark already, you know, if I would have went there. But I had all the flashlight, whatever, you know. See what's going on. Yeah, I plan to get a folding electric bike this month. You know, put all my money up, you know. The zero perch, you can catch it with a triple hook. You know, you can jig it. You can put feathers on there, you know. If they're screwing up and feeding on moss or whatever, you can catch it. Triple hooks with some feather, you know, they just bite on it. YouTubers catching some halibuts over here, like in the middle part. Between 7th Street and 2nd Street, and over there at 7th Street, further to towards the end, San Gabriel River, there's catching some yellowfin croakers, you know. That's the new facility right there. I don't know what that is. Got 12-pound Isaac line right here on this pole, little light action pole. You know, when I'm fishing at my pier, I'm like universal fishing when I'm throwing it out. Hopefully catching some halibuts and some bonita. We got the trilene fluorocarbon 17-pound right here on the spin cast pole. It's working great. The other time I was fishing at Belmont Pier, I didn't put that video out. You know, I think it was yesterday. Yeah, there's a lot of water flowing out here. Here's the water flow spot. Yesterday I didn't put the video out. Fishing Belmont Pier. The video editor, it reset it, and it framed the video differently. You know, I like that wide full screen framing, video framing. Water flow spot here. Here. Here, I haven't seen any person fish this spot. A lot of friends haven't tried to fish this spot. You know. There, the zoom on there is not laid out. You gotta press on it and then you can zoom. There's 3 zoom. You can zoom pretty far. Got to press on it, then you could choose whatever you want to zoom, but it's not laid out like the 4K. There's another water flow. Filming 4K, all the zoom is laid out. Press on it automatically. This is, you gotta press on it and press the zoom again. It's complicated. Here, edit 2K 1440 is clearer. You know, I was checking on the view on the TV. It wasn't that clear. Then I edited 2K. It was pretty clear. 1440. The parking here on 2nd Street. On the other side, they took all the parking out. The other time I was going to check up on that spot, you know. They took all the parking out. The parking that was right there, they moved all the parking to no parking anytime. 2nd Street area here. Wow, the water's clear here. 2nd Street. Look at all the sea lettuce right there. Bunch of sea lettuce right there. Nice and healthy sea lettuce. They're catching halibuts in the middle, so there's halibuts here, you know. And right there, you know, I was fishing zebra perch, caught some bass, you know. They got off-road for this, off-road aboard. Seen a deal was like $450. The top stuff like 30-mile range. I think it was 30-mile range and 31 speed. I think 30 to 40-mile range and speed was like 31. Oh, here's the spot here. The tide's not flowing. The tide's flowing. It's catching zebra perch. Yeah, I was catching zebra perch here. My Facebook, I was catching some bass and some stingray here. Facebook video, got a bunch of videos there. Friend showed me this spot here. Came and got a bunch of zebra perch when the tide was flowing. We'll check it out. I know how to catch zebra perch with a triple hook. A single triple hook, you know. You tie like just a lock knot. That when you drop, it drops down, it hooks. And when you pull up, it hooks, you know, hooks both ways. Put a feather on it, and you can catch a zebra perch easily if they're feeding, you know. All right, I'm about to check it out. Ooh, I seen that off-road board, you know. It's amazing. I think it's called Ice on Wheel, you know. Off-road, 30 to 40-mile range, I think. 31 speed, max speed. We could do so much on that trail. You know, you seen those hiking trail, deep mountain. You see what that could do. Just went up that a little hill on a standstill. Just went up. You know, pretty amazing. Off-road is amazing. Got off-road tires. You know, it's one of those puncture-proof tire, you know. It doesn't have any airs, you know. Off-road tires. Ooh, off-road skateboard. Ooh, you could ride all those mountain terrain, you know, those hiking trail. Ooh, you could do so much. But it's big, you know. It's bigger than this one. And it's simple to transport. But if you're out of battery, you're pretty much doomed. Can't do any stuff. On those folding bikes, if you're out of battery, it just goes into an ordinary bike mode. You know, they got 7 gear and you can pedal. 7 gear, you can do every stuff. Any stuff you want to do. A bike, you can pedal forever. Just ride forever, and you feel like you can ride forever, you know. Just down whatever way. Walking, it's like nothing. You can't do any stuff. You just walk to get to this place, that place. It just feels like you're doomed. You can't go anywhere. You can hardly walk with carry a little bit of gear. You know, takes so much work. Walking, biking, oh, you feel like you can go forever down that way with gear, biking with gear. You know, feel like you can go forever. You know, it's unlimited. You know, ooh, schools of mullets right there. Big schools of mullets right there. Could hardly see, but they swam in here. I thought it looked like a big halibut. Could simply jig them and get them, you know. Big, at least close to 2 pounds, 1 pound and a half to 2 pounds. Ooh, big schools of mullets went in here. Could simply get them, you know. They bite on worms, you know. Night crawlers, got a bunch of them. Night crawlers. I think the other time I was fishing, got 4 of them. San Gabriel River, night crawlers. There they go. Big schools of mullets right there. Can hardly see them. Yeah, right there. Ooh, a throw net right here. Boom! Right there. Boom! Can get them. Simply get them right there. 2 pound fish right there. Bunch of them. Oh, right there. I'm about to jig for some mullets. Put some feather on there. But relax a little bit first. There they go. Big schools of them right there. But can hardly see them right there. Hardly see it. I'm about to tie a mullet jig right here with feathers, yellow feathers. Right here, the biggest hooks. Got some steel hooks here. Using the feather here. Using this. Got it with yellow before. Tie a snail knot and lock it down somehow. Tie a snail knot. Then tie it on here. Tie a lock, one of those lock knots that goes up and down. The hook goes up and down, you know. Single hook. Alright, snail knot right here. I gotta lock this part down here. Cut it and lock it down to here. And lock this part down to here. Or maybe I don't need to, you know. Then the feathers lock down and I just tie an ordinary lock knot here. Right here to the line. And it's, when I drop a sinker on here, when I throw it, the sinks down, it goes like this and goes like this, you know. Alright, the knot is locked in. I slip the line goes this way in the hole, and the line that goes this way I wrapped it around here and tied it here, 3 knot here in the middle. It's locked in. The feather isn't going anywhere. To tie a simple two knot here, simple knot, and 1 ounce sinker is it. All right, the simplest twist in knot, you know. I'm gonna put 3 of them, you know, so it doesn't slide. All right, looks like this, right? 17-pound line right there. You know, when it drops, it's gonna go up like this. When I pull it, it's gonna go down like this, you know. 2-way to hook the fish, you know. The guy over there, Los Angeles River, he straight put like 3 triple hook and just snag a bunch of mullets over there in Los Angeles River. He got a bunch of videos out on YouTube, I think. Alright, I got a bunch of mullets on this, on the white feather one, you know. 15-pound line. On that trilene big game rod, you know. Alright, I'm about to fish it. See what's going on. You got them. Like about 3 casts. They swim right in it. Right there. Simple. Right here. Ooh, got him. Ooh, that's like a pound and a half. There's a lot of them, you know. Ooh, I think I'm gonna have loads of fish, you know. Ooh. They, you know, when they see the jig, they swim right in it. They try to bite it. You know, they aggress on it. They swim right in it, like they ram in it, and they get hooked up, you know. The guy in Los Angeles Road, he got a bunch of mullets, you know. Guy on a bike, a white guy. I got a gang of mullet on triple hook. I didn't bring my weighing scale right here. They're big, really big. Look at how big that is. About a pound. Ooh, there's a lot of them. I'm gonna get a lot more. Yeah, those mullets swam out somewhere. I haven't seen them in a while. The fish, I had that mullet. It went here and it slipped in here. I removed a bunch of rock and I couldn't find it. It slipped, I think it swam out. I don't know. Can't find it anywhere. I don't know how it happened. It slipped through the rocks. Yeah, they're not here. They were just swimming here a while and another one just jumped. Oh, got a big smell. Huge. Gotta release this smell. Could have fished halibut with that smelt, but I'm not going to, you know, fishing jig today. You know, this jig here, oh man, the fish was right here. I had it right here, slipped through here and went there. And I don't know where it went. Pulled up a bunch of rocks. Crazy. I don't know how that could go wrong. It went wrong. Let's try to swim out. And those schools of mullets, they're not here anymore. They were just here. They're not swimming through here anymore. I think I'm gonna jig that flashy metal jig a little bit. They might swim back here. I'm gonna start throwing it where, if I sight fish them, you know, they start jumping, throw it right where they're jumping. You know, and you can catch them where they're jumping. Once you throw it there, they'll swim right into it. Stingray right there. Oh, can I see it from here? Yeah, stingray. There it is right there, the stingray. Right there. Zoom is crazy. It's not automatic like the 4K. Gotta press on it to zoom. It's not just laid out there for you to zoom, you know. It's difficult. On the 8K. Alright, the mullet fishing spot here in California. Right there, mullet fishing spot. There. Pretty amazing. There's another stingray. I think that's the same one. Yeah, nothing's happened here. Been like an hour. Didn't haven't seen any of that mullet swim back here. Jigging this. I'm about to head out, fish that bridge right there, 2nd Street. I seen some nice clear water. They're fishing halibuts in the middle there, 2nd Street, 7th Street. They're catching big halibuts. There's some YouTubers. And over there, 7th Street on the other side, about a quarter of the way, 7th Street, they're catching big yellowfin croakers. See over there. Yeah, I'm about to head out over there. Mullet's jumping there. Where they're jumping, you know, when you throw it there where they're jumping, you jig it, they swim into it. They try to ram into that jig, you know. They get aggressive on the jig. Alright, about to get out of here. They swim back a little bit. I try to jig them some more and they just swim out. They don't stay long. And out here, check out this 2nd Street bridge spot. Oh, can do so much with the skateboard, you know. Off-road skateboard, off-road wheels, mechanism, you know. Right here at 2nd Street, the bridge here, the water is clear. Look at the sea lettuce. You know, they was catching a giant grouper, you know, on Newport Beach pier. The guy got it on the pier and he dragged it up at the beach. Huge. They're like big as a human, you know, the giant grouper. They want to hold it up, huge, you know. This is their habitat, you know, all this area. Newport Beach is like right there. Huntington Beach, Newport Beach, no, not that far. Wow, this is so relaxing, you know. 13 to 16 mile on the spec, and this other spec 11 to 20 mile, you know, depending on how you use the throttle. It's a lot. I'm gonna check out this spot here. It's so relaxing right here, you know. About to check it out right here. Yeah, just seen some mullet, giant mullets right there. It's one of those 10-pound looking mullets that I used to see. I'll check them out. It's everywhere right here. You know, at Huntington Beach, the Bosa Chica area was at Sunset Beach. Like 10-pound mullets, it was everywhere, you know. And that canal, Second Street right there. Right there. Giant mullets right there. 10-pound fish. Got a mullet here. I never fished here before. Always drive past and try to see people fish. Never see them fish here. They just know people. They just know people who drive past and fish, I think. I never see people fish here. I just dropped it and pulled it, yanked it when they swim in. Right here. All right. I got the fish. Too big, about a pound. I never fished this spot, and I have never seen people fish here. Only in the middle over there, there's fishing some halibut, and they caught some. Ooh, we got a zebra perch right there. I got it way out there. Way out there. Let it drop down jig, and got him. Big zebra perch. Ooh. All right. Pretty amazing. Throw it way out there. Sink, boom, and they swim right into it. Wow, zebra perch, really big. This fish, they rarely eat. You can catch them on mussel, but there are not that many. I caught some on mussel bait. Got it out. Nice zebra perch. Really big. How big it is really big. All right. Got 2 fish. And a big mullet here. Got a lot of zebra perch with a triple hook, jigging triple hook with feathers. Over there at the stadium. Wow. I'll get some more. See, 1 ounce has broke already. Jig it a while. 1 ounce just broke right there. 1 ounce weight and just snap on his own weight. You know, you got to retie it so many casts, you know. Oh, I don't think I have that many sinker. All right, retied everything. 3 twists on knot. Retied everything. Got a lot of sinker. Probably got 4 to 5 more 1 ounce sinker, torpedo sinker. I'm about to put a GPS spot here, mullet, zero perch fishing spot here. All right. Okay, the mullet, zero perch fishing spot here. Right there. Power plant. Right here. I have never fished here. This is a brand new spot. I just rode past. Check it out. Alright, big zebra perch way out there again. Caught a lot of zebra perch at Marine Stadium using the triple hook technique. Ooh, I thought it was a big mullet. I thought it was one of those 10-pound mullets. Pull big, pull hard. Wow. All right, I'm about to bring it up. I think it's hooked really nice, so I'm just gonna pull it up. Ooh, it's really big. It's the biggest, I think it's the biggest zebra perch I caught, you know. Ooh, huge. Look how big that is. Wow. Nice. Got a bunch of them before. Oh, got another zebra perch way out there. Ooh. I thought it was a big fish. Taking some drags. Huge. Way out there, fourth fish. All right. Ooh, really huge. Check how big that is. I have never fished here before. You know what I'm talking about? Don't think I have fished here before and be sneaky. I have never fished here before. I pass through this and just keep looking and see who's fishing here. I thought I tried to fish this area before, but I have never tried any fish, you know. All right, zebra perch. Got a bunch of them here. Got three fish, 1 mullet, 2 zebra perch, and 4 fish all together. All right. Get a little bit more. Hey, I think that is the first time I ever tied the jig like this before. The independent feather jig, tied it, and it's independent with the triple hook, and I tied it to here. 3 single twist on knot. You know, it's separate. I don't think I don't remember doing it, tying it like that. But it's amazing, you know. All right, get a little bit more fish. Got a little smelt. I'm gonna hurry up and release that really fast. And there's halibuts here. The man was catching halibuts in the middle. 7th Street and 2nd Street is catching in halibuts in the middle there with jigs. He didn't just catch one, he caught more than one. Big. Oh, the bass bit the jig. Spotted bay bass bit the jig. Wow, that's so amazing. Wow. Right here. You know, it's in the width. It's in the length. That it could bite it, you know. Bite it like a jig, you know. Wow, spotted bay bass, just too small. I think need to be 13-inch. Yeah, you gotta check up on the size. Size limit on that. The size, I think it's about 13 to 14 inch. I'm not sure, but I know it's around there, 13 to 14. You know, It's big. Amazing catch. That is really amazing. To be able to catch bass like this, it's awesome. All right, slightly grip it. That, you know, slightly grip it. Won't harm it. Instead of grabbing with your hand, they got really sharp teeth. Could puncture you. Could cut your finger. Oh, that's a nice catch right there. Go way out there. Boop, boop, boop. Boom. Let it drop. Boom. Let it drop. Boom. Got that bass, you know. I know those spotted bay bass is out here. I was catching them over there, you know, where the zebra perch is biting on moss, you know, sea lettuce, you know, moss. All right. Stay here a little bit longer. I gotta go cook the fish up. All right, I'm about to get out of here. Cook the fish up. Got 4 fish. That's all. All right, about to get out of here. All right, getting out of here. The fishing spot there. 2nd Street right there. There's another spot like that right here. Just as nice as the other spot. Pretty amazing. You could definitely bow fish here. You know, you have a sharp arrow. You could do some. I spotted some like 10-pound mullets. You know, the type that I seen a long time ago, the 80s, early 80s, at Sunset Beach area. That canal, you know. You could definitely bow fish here. You know, you can spot it. You know, this place, they locked Edison Park, they locked the gate. You know, they closed the gate. They have a gate there. Oh, this is a hill. Let's just climb that. That little Christmas tree, that's a real looking Christmas tree. All right, they got a gate here. They'll be closing soon. At 77%, you know, pretty amazing. I was blasting through the San Gabriel River area, going full throttle. Nice ride. Hey, charging the Meepo again. By the way, just blast energy in there, 83%. The 4-volt. And the remote right here is always on blinking on 1. You know, just use a little bit. It charged really fast, you know. It was at 77%. Just rode a few blocks and it was already full. It's the other time. All right.